Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Nexus Studios. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Steve Harrington and Steve Harrington. Okay, this Steve Harrington over here is the Steve Harrington from Stranger Things season 5, and this Steve Harrington here is the Steve Harrington from Stranger Things season 1. Alright, we'll be talking mostly about Steve Harrington from season 5. So we'll be talking about this dude mostly, not this dude, because I'm still watching season 1 and I just stopped at chapter 6, which is episode 6 of the Stranger Things season 1 series. Yeah, so I'll have to watch it today. Alright guys, so let's jump right in and let's talk about Steve Harrington from season 5. Let's go down into the upside down. Okay, yeah. So here's some background information to where Steve begins his story in season 5. He is in the Squawk radio station helping out Rock and Robin, which is this person right here. It seems like Steve doesn't really know what he wants to do, or maybe he's still trying to figure things out, which sounds like a code for being a bummer or doing nothing, but I still think he's doing a pretty good job with the sound effects. In season 5, Steve had started to be less childish and more mature. I mean, he still acts cool, like he still hangs out with Dustin and kids and stuff, but he's not impressing Nancy much anymore. Somehow, I feel that his expectations for the relationship with Nancy is slowly dissolving, like some like salt in the water. It just dissolves. Magic. Yes, magic. Right. Steve's priorities are merely to play in a part of getting rid of the nutcase Vecna, or should I say alien case Vecna, finishing high school and get a job, then get married, then have 6 nuggets. Yes, 6 kids, because he said 6 nuggets in the show. And then after that, Jonathan, when they were going for the last fight, Jonathan said like, Nancy said you wanted 6 nuggets, and then I was like, nuggets, yum, I feel like eating one right now. Nuggets. Okay. Alright. Get that off the screen. Alright, so we don't see much of Steve's relationship with his parents, because in the first season you can clearly see he was like in his school, in his house and all, chilling out with his friends on the chair, all like that, and then drinking and stuff like that. You can clearly see his parents isn't there, and he's drinking beer and everything and then everything like that. Okay, so I gather that they are too busy, and they are also older, so he's also older, so his parents probably give him more space. However, his relationship with the younger kids like Dustin, Lucas, and Will Byers in Stranger Things is actually pretty heartwarming. His character has grown from being the stereotypical popular jock to a protective babysitter and mentor to them. He takes protecting them seriously, even though he is disapproving of Dustin's behaviors, especially wallowing in grief and hurting himself. That happened in season 5, where season 4, Eddie Munson, this guy, he and his Hellfire logo thing. If y'all have watched Stranger Things, y'all might see this guy, the whole series. You might see this guy, the like Steelheart looking dude, and then the singer Steelheart. He looks a bit like Eddie Munson. You see this guy, and then he'll do this thing. Yeah, this guy over here. Yes, I like doing that. Right, so he does that. So that character, he died, and then Justin was all like, like that. So Steve doesn't approve of his wallowing and hurting himself. He is still supportive and holds space for Dustin. Steve's words to Dustin may be provoking, but it is his way of showing concern. not that I agree with that, especially they end up beating each other. This actually happened in season 5 when they were in the Upside Down, the Hawkins lab, the DOE, Department of Energy, and then inside they were at the kids corner where all like the it's pretty a long story. So they were in a section, right, for children to play and stuff like that, and then they started bashing each other up and stuff like that. So it's a bit sad to see them both like that. And then in the backstage, in behind the scenes, when they were doing that scene, they were kind of sad at each other. They were like hugging each other. So Gaten Matarazzo, he's the actor for Dustin, and then Joe Keery, the actor for Steve Harrington, they were like, I'm sorry bro, this is just a show, okay? And then the film crew was like, what? And then they were hugging and stuff like that. So it's pretty heartwarming. So in the beginning, he's kind of dismissive and acts cool around then, but as things got weirder, stranger things got weirder in Hawkins. He steps up and protects them. He ends up playing a big role in fighting off the Demogorgon, this creature right here, and other monsters like the Demo Bat right here, the Demo Dog right over here, and obviously the Demogorgon. Get out of here. I get the power. I have the power of Grayskull. He-Man. This guy over here. Okay, let's stop with all this. Okay, so where was I? He plays the older brother figure, teaching them stuff like throwing rods and also being brave in weird and terrible situations. It's inevitable that the kids look up at him, and he ends up caring about them a lot. He might actually be caring for them in ways that he wished he might have been or cared for others, like when he was growing up. Or it could be he feels that he was in a more privileged position to care for them. What do you think? Which is it? A side of Steve being dependable and approachable is seen during conversations he has with Robin about her choices, which is this person right here. In the beginning of the video, I mentioned about her. Choke my saliva. Excuse me, sorry about that. He does not dismiss her, instead he sticks around, gives her a listening ear, and shares suggestions that he thinks might work. When it comes to the future, Steve seems like any ordinary male. His path forward after the finale is probably gonna be like a regular man's dream. To have a big house, money, a wife, and maybe some McDonald's chicken nuggets. Yes, McDonald's chicken nugget. Yeah, okay. Then after that, he wanted like 6 kids, right? And then that's a happy meal. I feel that Steve will play a really good father role in the future. Maybe he would come back to a gang and probably fight one last time with the negative energy, because Vecna is just a puppet. And then there's another mind flayer that's controlling Vecna. I'm planting seeds in the mind. Do for brothers. Yeah, so there might be another season. I pray to God there must be another season. Yes. This is just me not accepting that Stranger Things is over, because I love everything. From the clothes to the shoes, Nike Air Jordans, to the SB Dunks, to the Walkman, to the Sony, to the TV, to the cars, to the set, to the clothes, to the Hellfire, to the Dungeons and Dragons, to the hairstyles, to the way they speak, the way they walk, the way they dress, the way they talk, cigarettes, everything is just perfect. It's perfect. Like it landed on my table, not down there. I just throw it up in the sky. Yeah, throw it up in the sky and it landed on my table. I got the superpower. Right, so Steve Harrington's story ends on a hopeful note. In the series finale of Stranger Things, which is Stranger Things 5, Steve survives the final battle against Vecna. And the Upside Down. The epilogue shows Steve 18 months later as a little league baseball coach and a sex education teacher at the Hawkins High School, HHS, Hawkins High School. He is truly putting his strengths to good use. His experience, growth, personality are all useful in helping him now as an adult. He's also dating someone named Christine. Don't tell anyone this, okay? Because I don't want to let Steve know about this. Yes. And he is still is very close friends with Dustin, often going on road trips together. So we can see his legacy from a cool jock to a Hawkins hero and a dependable young adult guiding other youths. Steve's masculinity. Now talking about his masculinity. Okay, yeah, it's pretty a long word. Masculinity. Okay, yes. Is portrayed in a big brotherly manner in season 5 now, but in season 1, yeah, this happened.
Oh my God!
Alright, that happened. Yeah, and but he was a jerk, not a caring dude. This is like you take the fountain pen with a skeptical face, with a notebook. You see this guy and you write it down. Not treating women well, behaving like a jerk, not a caring dude. Drops Jonathan's camera, which I hate that part because I'm a vid photographer, and walks around thinking he's a high and fly dude. Yes, you can show this to the principal, and the principal will surely kick him out. Yes, so like how he went into a wormhole of being intimate with Nancy without her being completely ready for it. Yes, the part when Nancy went to school after the intimate event, she felt that everyone was staring at her, and then she was like a scary bird, like a scared bird walking everywhere. And then this is this is a feeling of guilt, okay, because I stumbled I couldn't see clearly. Probably it's because of my screen brightness. Oh yeah, it's really low. I'm gonna just bump it up higher. Okay, there we go. This is definitely a feeling of guilt. She also lied to her mom. In this case, it is so important to be comfortable with parents if that is possible. Alright, so another thing, she lied to her mom. Okay, went to Steve's house and study, and then after that she went. The mother was like, okay, convinced, okay, fine, that, and then she was trying to look for her friend Barbara, and then after that the police asked her talking and stuff. So you went to this guy's house and talking and stuff. Was it after you changed your clothes or blah blah blah? And then her mother asked, we came back to the home, went back to the house, and then the scene shows like in the house, and then the mother drops a bag and everything. I was like, so you lied to the police? And then she turned around and say, obviously I had slept with Steve. Are you okay with that? And then after that, blah 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 blah. So yeah, she had to confront the truth. Okay, so where was it? This is shows in this case it is so important to be comfortable with your parents if that is possible, because it may not be possible for some others. If this is the case, then it is important to have reliable adults to depend on, who you can ask questions. If I'm not sure of any decisions, I won't be quick to decide, and that is not easy for me because I have very super fast brains, Formula 1 brains, especially the RB19 F1 car. Yes, the Red Bull F1 car. Yes, and I have mountain bike brakes. Yes, so it is a practice for sure. Recognizing Steve's struggles initially with finding himself. Sorry, I just have a light cough these days. Looking for the virtues and values hidden in his personality by himself, I truly recognize how important it is to have backing and guidance from my family and friends. Okay, this is a bit interrupting because you got a dog down there barking, and you got a chicken here doing that, so it's a bit disruptive. Alright, as I was saying, family and friends, and because I am often with my family, I observe how they handle life firsthand. This is especially so for conflicts, values, being mindful, having more than one perspective when thinking. This is all very challenging, and I need practices. I think about how I can follow Steve's role as being a big brother. This is what I do. Well, I don't have any younger siblings, but I do have younger mentees, or should I say younger friends. And I show up for them by helping them learn new things, explore challenging things. I generally feel responsible for their influence because I am with them, right? I share things with them, right? I am worried about what I share with them, which I also take caution and think, what am I going to say to them? I mostly put good influence out, or at least I do my best to do that. This is like Steve's roles because I am in charge of modeling the right actions to the friends, especially the younger ones like Dustin and Lucas, Mike and Will. Excuse me, I was about to say their full names. Before I wrap things up, since I just catch up on Stranger Things Season 1, I just watched a scene a few days back where Steve drops Jonathan's camera on purpose, which is this scene right over here. Yes, this scene right over here. That was really sad actually. You will crumble before me. Okay, all that. Okay, so that really made me frustrated. I did find Steve's actions horrible. I was thinking, how can my parents even like this guy, man? And then they tell me, this guy, Steve, he is like the cool guy walking everywhere. Then I watched that episode, I'm like, how can my parents even like this kind of guy? Were they like that back in the school days or something? How can they even like this guy? Then I changed, and I thought, people can change. Right, fortunately I have watched season 5 and know that people do change, that's for sure. So, the show Stranger Things portray how we can change and help each other along in life. For the finale of the TV show, it was emotional for me. The end of an era. I'm tearing up right now. Here you can see some tears. The 80s, the 70s, the best time to grow up, especially when you had no gaming devices, only had some board games, some Walkman, some skateboards, not skateboards, and some Shuin BMXs, yes, and Mongoose BMX, baby. Yeah, so thank you for listening. Let me know in the comments what irks you about Steve's and what about him do you think it is worth commenting for. Till our next episode, peace out, Stranger Things fan. Bye bye.